They called me a hero. 3 minutes. That's how early I was. 3 minutes before first period. 3 minutes before the hallways filled with kids. 3 minutes before it would have been too late. I saved an entire school. That's what everyone says. I'm a substitute teacher. Was. I don't work anymore. Can't really go back after everything. That morning, February 14th, Valentine's Day, which feels like some sick joke now. I was running early. My usual coffee place was closed, so I skipped it. Got to Riverside High at 7:42 instead of 7:45. Parking lot was empty, just a few teacher cars. Cold morning, that gray kind of cold where everything feels muted. And then I saw him. Kyle Brennan, 17, senior. I'd subbed for his English class twice. Quiet kid, sat in the back, drew in his notebook instead of taking notes. You know the type. Not troublemaker quiet, just invisible quiet. He was walking across the parking lot toward the main entrance, carrying a rifle. Not concealed, not hidden in a bag, just carrying it. Black rifle, looked military, hanging from a strap over his shoulder. He was wearing a backpack and walking fast, head down, breath making clouds in the cold air. My brain went blank for a second. You see something like that and it doesn't feel real. It's like watching a movie. But then training kicked in. They make us do active shooter drills now, whole presentations on warning signs and response protocols. I was parked maybe 40 feet away. He hadn't seen me. I didn't think. I just moved. Grabbed the tire iron from my trunk. I keep it there since my car is old and unreliable. Came up behind him fast. He was focused on the entrance, didn't hear me until I was right there. I hit him in the back of the legs. He went down hard, tried to roll over, and I hit him again in the shoulder. The rifle fell. I kicked it away and got on top of him, pinned him down with my knee on his back. He was screaming. Not words, just this sound, panic and pain. I had the tire iron raised. I remember that, ready to hit him again if he moved. But he wasn't fighting. He was just screaming and crying, face pressed against the asphalt. And I realized he was saying something over and over. No, not me. Not me, please, not me. School security got there in maybe 90 seconds. Then cops. They pulled me off him, cuffed him, grabbed the rifle. Teachers started arriving, students. Someone must have called 911 when they heard the screaming. Principal came running out, saw Kyle on the ground bleeding, saw the rifle and just stopped. Looked at me. I was standing there shaking, still holding the tire iron, and she said, "Oh my God, you stopped him." Kyle kept screaming. They dragged him to a police car. I watched him thrash in the back seat, watched blood from his shoulder drip down the window, and I felt nothing. No relief, no triumph, just numb. They evacuated the school. Bomb dogs, FBI, the whole thing. His backpack was clean, just textbooks and a lunch his mom packed. The rifle was loaded. 30-round magazine. 2 more in his backpack I didn't know about. News trucks were there within an hour. By noon, I was on every channel. Hero, teacher, stop school shooting. Man tackles would-be school shooter. Quick thinking saves hundreds of lives. They interviewed students who weren't even there yet. Parents crying, thanking me, hugging me. The principal gave a press conference calling me a guardian angel. Governor called me personally. Kyle Brennan was charged with attempted mass murder, terrorism charges, weapons charges. They were talking about trying him as an adult, life in prison without parole. And I let them. I should have asked more questions. Should have wondered why he was carrying the rifle so openly, why he was alone, why he was crying like that before anyone even touched him. But I didn't, because I was a hero, and heroes don't ask questions. 3 weeks later, they found Kyle's father, Robert Brennan, 46, unemployed, divorced, living in a trailer outside town, history of threatening neighbors, posting violent shit online, obsessed with government conspiracies and targeting woke indoctrination centers, his words for schools. He'd hanged himself in his trailer, left a note. The note was a manifesto, 23 pages, detailed plan to shoot up Riverside High, specific targets, teachers who taught woke propaganda, students who were openly gay, the guidance counselor who was Muslim. He had maps of the school, schedules, photos of exits. He'd been planning it for 7 months. And the rifle Kyle was carrying? Robert's rifle. His son had stolen it from him the night before. They found Kyle's journal in his room after that. Police had searched it before, but didn't read it carefully. They were looking for a manifesto, not a suicide note. But that's what it was, a suicide note. Last entry, written the night he took the rifle. I found Dad's plan. I found everything. He's gonna kill people tomorrow. He's gonna kill Mr. Peters and Jesse Rodriguez and Miss Akram and so many others. I told Mom, but she didn't believe me. I called the police, but they said without proof they can't do anything. I took his rifle, and bringing it to Principal Chen before school starts. I'm gonna tell her everything. Show her the rifle, show her Dad's notebook, make her believe me. Maybe they can stop him before he finds another gun. Maybe I can save everyone. I'm so scared. What if I'm too late? What if this doesn't work? I don't know what else to do. I'm sorry for everything.
Kyle Brennan wasn't bringing a rifle to kill people. He was bringing it to save them. And I beat him half to death in a parking lot and let the world call him a monster. He spent 4 months in jail before his father's suicide and the journal came out. By the time they dropped the charges, it was too late. His face had been on every news channel in the country. School shooter, terrorist, monster. Students who'd known him for years crossed the street when they saw him. His mother had to move 3 states away. Someone burned down the trailer where his father died, spray-painted "evil family" on what was left. Kyle tried to come back to school after they released him. Lasted 2 days before someone's parent threatened to shoot him if he didn't leave. For his own safety, they said. He dropped out. Last I heard, he's living in some group home for traumatized kids, heavily medicated, barely functional. I destroyed that kid's life. And I was 3 minutes early. 3 minutes. If I'd stopped for coffee like usual, I would have arrived at 7:45. Kyle would have been inside already, talking to the principal, showing her the rifle, explaining everything. Police would have arrested Robert Brennan. A real mass shooting would have been prevented. Kyle would have been a hero. Instead, I made him a villain. They took back the governor's award, quietly, no press conference, just a letter thanking me for my actions under difficult circumstances and suggesting I seek counseling. The principal never spoke to me again. Parents who hugged me won't make eye contact now. I saw Kyle once after everything came out, grocery store about 6 months ago. He was with some kind of social worker or counselor, looked 20 years older, walked with a limp from where I hit him, flinched when someone dropped a can nearby. He saw me. We locked eyes for maybe 3 seconds. I opened my mouth to say, I don't know, sorry. It wasn't enough, could never be enough. But he just looked away and kept walking, and I realized he wasn't angry. He was just empty. I took a scared kid trying to save people and turned him into exactly what he was trying to prevent. So here's what I need you to understand. I didn't have time to think. I saw a kid with a rifle walking toward a school, and I acted. Anyone would have done the same thing. How was I supposed to know? How could I have possibly known? But that's the thing, isn't it? I didn't try to know. I saw something that looked like evil, and I attacked it without hesitation, without question, without doubt. And that's what evil does too. I was 3 minutes early, and I destroyed more lives than I saved. Kyle's father never got to hurt anyone, but I did. I hurt Kyle worse than his father ever could have. So who's the real monster in this story? Was I a hero who made a terrible mistake? Or was I just someone who wanted to feel like a hero and found a victim to prove it? I don't know. But Kyle knows, and he'll never speak again to tell anyone. 3 minutes early. That's all it took.